Hey, everybody. Welcome to My Fat Hands. Oh, tinkling the invisible ivories. I'm George. That may be Ben. Let Ben identify himself. Raise your hand, Ben. That's Ben. Okay, there you go. That went at the point of him. It's awesome. Welcome to My Fat Hands. This is episode 21 for those of you who are playing at home. I'd like to take some time out to thank all our international subscribers. You guys are awesome. We love you. We love your comments. We even love it when you don't love our stuff. It's great. It's awesome. Keep the comments coming. Keep the subscriptions coming. We've grown so big that I can't even keep counting anymore because once we get to like 99, I have dyscalculia. So I don't, it's like the movie with Russell Crowe. The numbers are just kind of like flying in your face. I don't know what's going on. So thank you to all our subscribers. We love you. So the other day, I was awoken by a horrible nightmare, and Ben has coaxed this story out of me as much as I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to because it was very, very traumatic. But I was sexually accosted by John Travolta in my dream. Now I want to make this clear. I'm not that gay, okay? So let's say here's a spectrum. Like this is totally straight, and this is totally gay, and this is bisexual. I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably right in here, right in that somewhere between here and here. If I were drunk and in jail and Brad Pitt were in my celly, I don't know. It's been a long enough time. But I'm an open guy. I'm not here. I'm not there. But I'm definitely not flatlining it. If you know what I mean.
How about Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds, is sober. I would Ryan, if you're listening, you're my man crush. Let's get this thing. Let's make it happen.
It's good going.
Anyway,
bring it on.
It kind of takes all the weight away from this dream, doesn't it? Well, I already flattened the tires on the wheel here. So
you let off with you were getting sexually molested. Usually you lead into it.
There's no lead in. That's the thing.
That was it. That was the whole dream.
No. I haven't gotten to the details of the dream. So the dream was, I honestly, it's been long enough that I don't remember all the details. I don't remember how it happened, but I was sleeping, and then like something was like pushing on me, and I was just kind of like, it's kind of like, what the hell? What is this? And so I kind of started waking up, and I pushed this person off me, and I wake up, and it's Saturday Night Fever, John Travolta. It's not, it's not like Pulp Fiction, John Travolta. This is
okay.
John Travolta, the young kid.
And yeah.
And he's wearing undies, like black, as the Australians call them, budgie smugglers. They're, they're culottes, what I don't know. And I remember they were black and they were horizontally striped. I don't know why that's important, but it just, yeah. Okay. And he is trying to force his junk forcefully towards my face.
Oh, really?
It's like, yo, dude, what the fuck, man? And he's just like, hey, it's okay, man. It's okay. And I'm like, no, it's not fucking okay, John. Get your junk out of it. And he's just like, I'm like, no, dude, no. And I woke up, I'm like, oh, God. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, thank God, John Travolta's not here. Oh, whew. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know how this happened. I don't know why it happened. It was not pleasant in any way. I mean, okay, I might have been a little bit starstruck, maybe it's a little bit, but it was definitely not a pleasant experience or anything that I would like to experience in real life.
Yeah.
And it was, I was shaken. I was visibly shaken. I woke up, I was in a karate stance. I was breathing hard. I was sweating. It was not good. It was a terrible way to wake up.
And did you watch Grease or something prior to this happening? Or no?
I did not. No, but it's weird. I do have an alarm clock that's Joey from Blossom, and so when the alarm goes off, it's like, yo, hey, yo. So that might have triggered it. I don't know.
That could be.
I have no idea. Yeah. Do not get the Jory Lawrence alarm clock, okay?
Even if it's on discount, steep discount.
Yeah, because you know what? John Travolta will sneak into your dreams. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm just saying. Oh man.
That was a good story. I like that. Yeah.
Thank you. You know what the catalyst may have been is that I think not too long before that I had watched the documentary on HBO about the Bee Gees. which was, if you watch it, like almost all HBO documentaries, was like the single most depressing thing you could ever watch in your life.
And they're all dead.
Well, yeah, which is amazing because here are these 4 Australian brothers, okay, because they threw Andy Gibb in there as well, who's the 4th BG.
Right.
And these guys were fantastically successful. They were successful with the ladies. They were successful with the music. They were successful with the money. They were handsome. Well, at least 2 of them were handsome. The other 2 were troglodytes. That's a whole other story. They all, had wonderful relationships, and they had, and they all died, except for Barry, who's the oldest, which is kind of ironic. And so you had these guys, and only they could make the story depressing because these guys, were huge, like I said, hugely successful. And then, of course, the last thing that Barry says at the very end is, I would give it all up just to watch John Travolta rape George. And I was like, what? Why? What happened? What did I do? When you were popular, I was like 9. What? I don't understand. So, no, he said he'd give it all up to have his brothers back. And I was like, oh, that's just, that's sad. Yeah.
I have a show update.
Oh,
remember a couple of 15 shows ago, we talked about this TV show I watch on History Channel called Curse of Oak Island.
Yes.
Every week they're like inches away from discovering something. So this week they didn't find anything.
What?
Yeah. But next week there are some startling discoveries probably coming up. So I just want to let you know that.
But they're not related to the startling discoveries from the weeks and months prior, right? It's a new startling discovery.
No, but they're going to rehash them. They're going to go over all of that, and that's the part where I'm going to drop off, and then I'll have to watch the show again later. But yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Next week, I'm pretty sure something's going to happen next week. It looks really good. I'll update you next week.
Kind of like the show you watch is they're always on the cusp of a new discovery.
Yes.
At this show, we're always on the cusp of a George story. So this George story takes me back to my college days when I used to have hair down to here.
You had hairy nipples?
I had hairy nipples, which reminds me, we do not use the term, what is it? Was it rocket nipples or nipple rockets?
Nipple rockets. Yeah.
We don't use that term enough. We have to find a way to integrate that into the show more. I know our fans want to hear about nipple rockets.
Well, let's figure out a segment that'll be called Nipple Rockets. And
we should do that.
And I nominate the very first segment of Nipple Rockets, and it's going to be Jennifer Aniston.
Okay. All right. I think that's a very great person to have, nipple rockets. So remember, folks, we're not sexist. We're just middle-aged men. Anyways, so this George story takes me back when I had nipple rockets and I had long hair, and I used to live in an apartment complex with I had 2 roommates. Both guys were absolutely brilliant, and then it was a very incestuous thing, not sexually, but like the guys that were across the courtyard from us were best friends with my roommate. We were about to move out for the summer. We finished the second semester, and so we're about to take a 3-month break. So everybody's vacating, and it was a beautiful day in Austin. The sun was shining and birds were chirping for the moment, and all of a sudden this aroma started wafting into the apartment that was just, I was almost on the verge of gagging from the smell. And I was like, I was stunned. I was like, you don't know what to do because you can't escape it. It's like, and it wasn't at this point, it wasn't super powerful, but it was definitely noticeable. And then all of a sudden, one of the doors bursts open across the courtyard. Yeah. And 3 guys come out like, oh God, oh geez. And they're like all gagging and laughing at the same time, just like, So what had happened was there was one of the 3 guys that lived in the apartment across the courtyard. He was a slob. He was a total slob. He's just a complete nightmare. I mean, if you went up to his room, it's just like dirty laundry everywhere. And you're like one of those guys that like to go to sleep, he has to like shove just crap off his bed.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyhow, we're leaving, so he's taking whatever clothes he has to go burn, because I'm assuming that he never takes them for laundry. He just goes and incinerates them because they're beyond saving. And underneath a pile of clothes, he found a styrofoam cooler from when he had gone camping a year ago. And in that styrofoam cooler was a big old, back in the day, they used to sell blocks of cheese. Like you get like a Cracker Barrel, like it was like a exaggerated stick of butter. It's like a big rectangle block. Yeah. And so they had been eating the cheese on the camp out. He had cut into the cheese. And then when they were done, he threw it back in the cooler, took the cooler, put it in the corner of his room, and then just as you know, like the ocean erodes away from the mountain, it's just the opposite. Silt had built up, clothing silt, and it covered over this cooler, and it had enough clothes on top of it that it had, you know, it had fermented this cheese. Oh yeah, it was brutal. It was absolutely brutal, and I have since not smelled, and I mean, I've been around dead animals, okay? Doesn't hold a candle to year-old fermented moldy cheese that's been sitting underneath fermented moldy clothes for a year. It was so bad. It was absolutely brutal. So at the end of the story, we all died. That's how the story ends. To be honest.
And you'd give anything to get your brother back. And
exactly. It was like, that was it. And then John Travolta kicked us back into our souls. No, but it was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. I literally have not smelled anything that bad before or since. It was terrible. I'm moving. I'm in the process of moving. And so that's why the bookshelf, this used to have musical compact discs here, and they're all gone. They're all been packed away. But if I turn the light on in this room, it literally looks like the bathroom in Trainspotting. So hopefully Chonkers will throw that up there and just like, bah! It's just terrifying. So if I turn that light on, it's going to look like the guy's room with the cooler in it. And I did not find any cheese. I'll let you know that. I did not find any cheese. Well, yeah, not yet. It's a good point. Not yet. Not yet. We'll have to wait. But I did find a bunch of really interesting stuff. The coolest thing I found were these concert tickets. I have like 30 years worth of concert, or 40 years.
I saw one you posted. It was from 1984, and it was Van Halen.
Okay. That's a good topic. That show, Van Halen, for whatever reason, and I cannot tell you why, loved Dallas. Now, I don't know if this is still true in show business or not, but it used to be that you ended your concert in the place you liked the most. It's kind of an unwritten rule with bands. And Van Halen tours always ended in Dallas. And so that ticket was a ticket for the third show, which was the last show that David Lee Roth did with Van Halen in the United States.
Oh, wow. Until
they reformed.
Right.
That was also my very first rock concert.
Oh my gosh.
So it was, that's a pretty high bar to set.
Yeah.
In 1984, I was, I think, 16 when I might have been 15 at that, when that show came out. So, and it was everything that you would imagine a Van Halen at their prime show being.
Awesome.
And Van Halen, I don't know if you know this, but Van Halen years later with Sammy Hagar loved Dallas so much, they performed a free concert in Dallas. And like, it was downtown, and like they had to shut all downtown, and it's like
That's
18 trillion people came. So Dallas, we don't have a lot of things that we're famous for. We got a football team, we kill presidents, and Van Halen loves us, and Pantera. So those are our big four things. I'd like to forget one of those things, but it's a fact, and it's just, you can't escape it. It's not like the people of Dallas killed President Kennedy. It was some psycho, but.
Wasn't there a big convention in Dallas a couple of months ago where they were down in that area, and it was like a Trump thing, and they were JFK Jr. was going to reappear or something? Wasn't that how it was going to go down?
It wasn't a convention as much as it was a gathering of loons.
Right, but they thought JFK Jr. was going to come back. I love loons.
Yes, I was hoping some loons would appear right here. Yeah. And yes, these were people affiliated with the Love-In known as QAnon.
Right.
And they were convinced that JFK Jr., who I don't know if he ever even went to Dallas in his entire life, was going to rise from the dead at the place where his father was assassinated, which would be odd, seeing as how he died in Connecticut or something like that.
I think his plane crashed like off the coast of Massachusetts.
It was somewhere, in New England. And so how his spirit would teleport to Texas, and then he was going to rejoin Donald Trump, who I believe at that point had no plans on being in Dallas.
And he's a Democrat, right? I mean, he was
hardcore.
That's a big hardcore Democratic family, and then he's going to be on a Republican ticket with Trump. I don't get that.
No, nobody gets it. And these people, and listen, folks, I have a degree in psychology. I'm very sympathetic to people that have mental illness, but these people are fucking crazy. Okay, these QAnon people are fucking nut jobs. All right, there's no other word to describe it. And
they had T-shirts and stuff made up, right, with like Trump, Kennedy, and stuff, right?
Oh yeah. And Ben, they would not leave. They were here for weeks and weeks and weeks.
What? Why?
Yes. I don't even know. They might still be there because they get convinced of this wackadoo crap and they just glob onto it and they don't ever get over it. It's very upsetting.
Did he appear?
Look at this face. I'm distraught.
And he never did appear. I mean, as far as I know.
No, he did. He did. Oh, but he came out on Groundhog Day. And he saw a shadow, and then he went back, and then that was it. And then they just ignored it. They
messed it up. He messed it up.
Yeah, they can't do. They ignore facts. They go with what they want, and they ignore the facts.
So they figure he wasn't going to see a shadow, and he did.
They figure he wouldn't see his shadow, and he would just grab Trump's hand, who would magically appear, I guess, out of some type of misty grotto somewhere in Dealey Plaza or wherever.
He'd come out on that skateboard, the floating skateboard from Back to the Future.
Exactly.
He would come out on that and
right. Be hanging on to the ass end of a bus,
Right. He would just come around the corner. Right.
What's up, everybody? Hey.
Right. He'd have his hair all like slicked back and everything.
He'd talk like Otto from The Simpsons. Hey, everybody. Get on the bus. Let's party.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go, JFK Jr. Thanks for the update on that, George. I was wondering because you are, you're kind of got the pulse of Dallas there.
I do. I am the spirit of Dallas. Hey, everybody. That's it.
Hey, everybody.
Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. All right. That's it. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Go Devils.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Cool beans. All right, that's it. That's all I got. Are you going to throw up?
No, we're just coughing.
Yeah, because if you throw up, I'm going to throw up. And then you know who's going to throw up, and it's just going to be a big barf fest.